Hello friends, welcome back to Coding Theory Guru. Today we are going to understand a very important topic in operating system, process. Okay. So what is a process? In operating system, a process is simply a program in execution. A program is just a file with instructions like .exe, .py or .class file. When we run it, the OS loads it into memory and starts executing. So this running instance is called a process. Example, if you open Google Chrome, the Chrome program becomes a process when it starts running. If you can open Chrome twice, there are two separate processes. See, process. So basically in operating system, a process means a program in execution. Okay. So remember, a program is just a set of instructions stored in a file. Okay, stored in a file. But when you run it, the operating system loads it into memory, gives it resources and starts execution. Okay, so that running program is called a process. Okay, and example, like, see, if you install Chrome, it is just a program. Okay, but when you double click and open Chrome, it becomes a process. And if you open Chrome two times, there will be two separate process running. Okay, now see, component of a process. A process is not just code, it has several parts: code, text section, the actual instructions to be executed, data section, global and static variables, heap, memory allocated dynamically during runtime, stack stores function calls, local variables and return addresses, program counter shows which instruction is being executed, register store temporary data. See, so basically a process is not only code, it has multiple parts. Okay, first is code sections, so the instructions to be executed. Okay, and data section stores global and static variables. Okay, heap, memory for dynamic allocation during execution. Okay, in stack stores local variables, function calls and return addresses. In program counter, keep track of the current instruction. Okay, and in register, CPU registers hold temporary data for processing. Okay, so process is a complete package of a program, memory and execution state. Okay, so process is a complete package of program, memory and execution state. Okay, now see, process versus program. Program passive, just a set of instructions not running. Process active, program loaded into memory and being executed. Example, MS Word software stored in your PC program. When you open MS Word and start typing, process. Okay, see, so basically this is very common confusion. Okay, program is passive. Okay, program is passive, just a file in storage. Okay, simple. Program is passive, just a file in a storage. And process is active. Program is passive. Program is passive. Okay, just a file in storage. And process is active. Okay, process is active, program loaded and running in memory. Okay, so example is like MS Word stored on your computer program. Opening MS Word and typing your notes, process. Okay, now see life cycle of a process. Process states. A process goes through different states. New process is being created. In ready, waiting in memory, ready to run. Running, instructions are being executed by CPU. Waiting block, waiting for some event like IO. Terminated process has finished execution. See, basically a process doesn't just run directly. Okay, it goes through several stages like new, ready, running, waiting, and block, terminated. First is new, process is being created. Then ready, waiting in memory to be assigned CPU. Okay, and in running, currently executing on CPU. Waiting and block, stop for some event like waiting for IO. Okay, and terminated, finish execution. Okay, think of it like see student's journey. First one is new, admission taken. Okay, then ready, waiting for class to start. Then running, attending the class. Then waiting for a doubt to be clear. And then terminated, course completed. Okay, simple. So why process are important? They allow multitasking, running multiple apps. Operating system can manage CPU scheduling, memory management, and resource allocation using process. Provides safety. One process cannot directly access another process memory. See, so basically they allow multitasking. So multiple apps can run at the same time. Okay, so they help the operating system manage CPU scheduling and resources. So they ensure safety, so one process cannot directly damage another process memory. Okay, in short, a process is a program in execution with code, data, memory, and CPU state. It is the basic unit of execution in an operating system. See, basically a process is simply a program in execution. It contains code, data, stack, heap, and CPU state. So it is the basic unit of execution in any operating system. Okay, that's all for today's lesson on process in OS. Okay, thank you.